Yep, you guessed it. I am on my way to the job. And it's cooler in Houston today. They said we had a cold front come in, and we should have another, well, cool front. Let me not say cold front. Cool front come in, and we should have another cool front coming in on Friday. Yes. Today is Wednesday morning, and so I have one more day, baby. One more day to work in my work week, and then it's the weekend for me, which I'm not doing anything this weekend. I know Friday I need to go to the kids' school and talk to them, and because I've been getting phone calls that my kid was absent today or whatever, but I know my kid is at school. Y'all, they scared the mess out of me last week. I don't know if I told y'all this story, but they called me, the machine called me and said my kid wasn't at school. I called the school, basically had the principals, the attendance lady, and campus police looking for my kid. When they found her, she was in class. So then I had to talk to the teacher that she supposedly wasn't in the class for. Come to find out, my kid could prove that she had classwork and all that for the day, so she could prove that she was actually there. So he went and corrected that situation, but I done got 2 phone calls this week. So it's like, how do these teachers really take roll? Because I'm tired of getting these dang on phone calls, because I told my daughter that, you know, I got another phone call that you wasn't at school, and she said, Mama, why does this school keep playing with my life? Do they know who my mama is? Because, baby, I get up every morning at 5 o'clock, and I wake her up. We are outside by 5:45, because that's when the bus is supposed to come, but it doesn't come till like 5:52, 6 o'clock. But we are out there every morning, and I make sure she gets her ass on the bus. So, yeah, that's why she's like, why does school keep playing with my life? Do they know who my mama is? Girl, they don't. But that's okay, because I'm going Friday on my day off. I'm going to get my car clean. Then I'm going to the school. I'm going to talk to the attendance lady to find out how can they rectify this road situation so they won't keep calling me, so they can only call me when something seriously happens. You know what I mean? And I'm going to talk to the assistant principal, because something needs to be done. Something. And the her counselor called me yesterday, because she's the person over the PTA. She called me yesterday to tell me they're going to start doing the meetings sometime this month or whatever. So, yeah, everybody at that school going to know me. Let's just put it like that. So, anyways, I am on the way to work. And yesterday, my kid said, she told her dad like months ago that she wanted to go and talk to a counselor, right? And so, okay, fine, let her go talk to a counselor. Maybe it's something that we can't handle, or she don't feel comfortable with telling us. I don't know. I don't know. These are just ideas I have in my head, child. I don't know. But we went to her first counseling session yesterday, and so of course, when the counseling session is just for the teenager, the parent is left out in the lobby, you know, waiting for the session to be over with. But I think she's going to like tell us what we basically need to know. Why the police up here? What's going on? Tell us what we basically need to know. 1 minute, y'all. Okay, that was weird and odd. So I guess the counselor's going to basically tell us what we need to know. so that we can, I don't know, talk to her or whatever. The counselor did tell us that she told me, because I was the only one there, her dad wasn't there. She told me that she gets nervous and she kind of has anxiety. So, you know, we'll see what she has to do to conquer that. I'm all for counseling and talking to someone, because people, especially in our community, people think that you only go and talk to people when you're crazy or you have some type of mental challenge or whatever, and that's not true. After my divorce, I went through counseling for myself, because, you know, when you have been with a person for like 9 or 10 years, and then all of a sudden that person is not there no more, you know, it's like a death. Divorce is like a death. That's how I related to it, you know. Divorce is like a death. It's just you don't have a funeral, you know. So I went to a counselor for a while after my divorce to like help me, you know, cope with things and things that had happened in my marriage, to cope with that. And, you know, I was a single mom now, so it helped me with being a single parent, you know, get my life back, get me back. Because, you know, when you become a parent, well, when you become a mother, I don't know, I don't care how you try not to have this happen, but you do lose yourself, because another person becomes important to you. So you put that person in front of your needs, you know what I mean? So you do lose yourself a little bit as a parent. So I went through maybe like 3 to 6 months of counseling to help me. And I mean, it did help, because problems and situations in my life came about, and I had to deal with it on my own, and I needed help. I needed guidance. I needed someone to talk to. And I had a really good counselor. Like, I remember one time I had a breakdown at work. I don't remember why I had the breakdown, but I had a breakdown. My ex-husband had called me, and we kind of got into an argument while I was at work about my daughter. And he kind of like threatened me that he was going to take her from me and try to prove that I was an unfit mother because I wouldn't do something that he wanted me to do. And I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Nope. I don't have to cater to you and your feelings no more. No, I'm not doing it. And so he threatened me like, oh, I'm gonna prove that you're an unfit parent and get my child and da da da. And I had a breakdown, you know, because my kid is my world. And I called my counselor and just basically told her everything I was feeling at that time. And, you know, she talked me down. She talked me back into a great state of mind, let me know, you know, words are just said to hurt people. And so that's why when my ex-husband told me that my daughter told him that she wanted to see a counselor, I'm like, so when I asked her about it, she was like, yeah, I told him that, you know. But I understand why she told him, because she, you know, she's 14 years old. She knows that she's on his insurance. And so the only way she'll be able to talk to a counselor is if she goes through him. And so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. You know, if she feels like she needs to talk to somebody, let her do it. So, good thing he has the insurance that he has, you know, through his job, to where she has 6 free sessions to talk to a counselor, and, you know, it's for free. So you might as well use those services while you got them, honey. Okay. So she's going through counseling right now, but she's doing well. She functions. I don't know what she needs to talk, because I do know when we was going through our divorce, you know, when I packed up and left and took her with me, you know, it did affect her in a way, because that, you know, she had us together in the same household, under the same roof for 7 years of her life. And then all of a sudden, mommy, finds an apartment and packs up and leaves and things like that. So she went through something, and I do regret not getting her the help then, but I don't know if she would have had really absorbed it or really used it or really understood what was going on at 7. If I had took her to a counselor to talk to. So, I mean, now that she's asking, I'm okay, Because I can remember in my childhood when my mom and dad would fight and my mom would put my dad out the house. It affected me because I was a daddy's girl and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know daddy was home, But I knew him as my provider. I knew him as my savior. I felt safe with daddy, So I can understand her my kid going through something when we split. So, because I will tell anyone, now, me and old boy, we don't get along all the time, Well, you know what? We have done better in the years. Since we're not married, we have done real good with getting along. Because he tell people I'm his BFF. I don't know why, but whatever. So, I will give him props. My daughter has an older sister. She's in her 20s. I will give him props. He's a great dad. He's a great dad, but he's a horrible husband. He's a horrible spouse. He's a horrible mate. However you want to put that. Because, he has had some relationships since him and I split. And basically, women find out why. Okay? But, he's a great dad. He will take care of his kids. He will do whatever he has to do to make sure those two are taken care of. I will say that. And you can call him and tell him, issues and problems with the kid, and he will handle. You know what I'm saying? But being a spouse, a mate, a husband, no. And when I think about his life, okay, his mom and dad divorced because his dad was, messing around or whatever. So he really didn't have anybody in the household to teach him how to be a husband. Now, his dad was a good dad, too. His dad took care of all 17 of his kids. I will give him that. He took care of all 17 of his kids. All of them knew him. You know what I mean? He was involved in all of their lives. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's a good trait that you picked up from your father. Okay? But as far as being a husband, there was nobody there to teach him. There was no male figure because his mother never remarried. Never. She's still not remarried, honey. And dealing with her, I understand why. But she's a sweet person. Don't get me wrong. She is a sweet person. But, yeah. So, I guess it is true, you are what you taught. You are what you are taught, or you are what you are around. You know what I mean? So, because sometimes I can be high-headed. I get that from my daddy. My dad is very outspoken and high-headed. So, but I mean, I've been watching him pop off on people all my life. So, but I have learned how to tame mine. I have learned how to, there's a time and a place for it. I have learned that, especially working in the environment I work in now. Because, honey, if I tell all of them what I truly think of them, I wouldn't have no job. Just the other day, at work, oh my God, this light is out. And it's always traffic at this light, baby. It is horrible. Just the other day, I was tested, honey. But you know what? I did good because I let that person say what they felt like they needed to say. Because sometimes people just need to get off whatever's on their chest. They do. Even if you're not the person that it's directed to, sometimes they just need to get it out. And so, honey, let me tell you. Okay, let me concentrate because this is a stoplight and we have to treat this like a four-way situation. So, 1 minute. I'm about to say, girl, you gonna test your life with this 18-wheeler? Oh, hell. Now I hear doggone sirens. Where's sirens coming from? Okay, let me go. Because I don't know where the sirens coming from. The other day, someone came to me and kind of, you know, said some things. Girl, is this doggone thing coming behind me? Honey, let me pull over so I can let this good old thing through, honey, because we not going to be messing up none of my things. Messing with this good old ambulance, honey. Not me. The things I go through in Houston, baby. Houston streets are real, honey. Y'all see the ambulance? Did y'all see the ambulance? Baby, he getting it, honey. We're gonna let him keep on getting it. Yes, we are. Get right on out his way, honey. So anywho, they came to me and basically was talking about somebody else, but it seemed like the aggression was towards me because I am friends with this person, and the person that was going off don't really understand why I'm friends with this person, and I just basically had to tell them, you have the beef with the person, okay? Because I don't want to say nobody's names. I don't know if these people watch my videos, but I was like, you have a problem with the person. I mean, not me at all, honey. I don't have a problem with the person. Girl, where my shades? Oh. Because this son is disrespectful. I was like, you have a problem with the person. I mean, not me at all, honey. So, you need to take care of that with that person. I can't be your... This is not high school. I can't be your wingman. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. I can't be your wingman. So you're not going to try to get me on your bandwagon of being upset with this person that you upset with just because you upset. Handle that. You're a grown-ass woman. Handle that. Pull that person to the side and say, hey, you know, you and I, we got problems. We got problems and issues. And we need to talk about them. Now, if that person don't want to talk about it, there's nothing you can do about it. Y'all gonna let me turn? Like, seriously, y'all gonna let me turn? Nope, because this car gonna come behind you. Come on, these sons, and get out my way. God. Oh, he was turning too. I'm about to say, why this dude didn't go around me? Lord, duh. But I could have gotten nasty with the person that came to me because I have a friendship with someone they don't like. I could have gotten nasty and just really went off on, you know, oh girl. But that's not how I want to portray myself. I want to show that I can have a decent conversation. I can hear your side, and hopefully you can hear my side. And we can come to a conclusion. We don't have to agree. But we both know where each other stand. Right? Two adults having a conversation. I hear you, you hear me. You understand where I'm coming from. I understand where you're coming from. And that'll be that. So I'm not as high-headed as I used to be in my 20s, okay? Because my ex-husband told my daughter a story. When I was 8 months pregnant, okay, his first baby mama, his oldest child's mother, when I came into his life, she was 7 years old. And so when the mom found out, I guess she thought that it was going to be like a short thing between me and him, and I understand why she thought that now, okay? Over the years, I get why she got that thought. She had already dealt with him, honey, okay? And so, she thought that I was going to be in his life for a short time, right? Granted, when she found out that I was pregnant, she got mad at him and started saying stuff about me. She don't even know me. She had never met me, never laid eyes on me. She started telling him, well, okay, he told his oldest daughter at the time, that was 7, I was pregnant. So of course she went home and told her mom, you know, my dad is having another baby, whatever. So she calls him, the mom calls him, goes off and tells him, why you didn't tell me that she was pregnant? Why you didn't tell me you was having another kid? I guess she thought her kid was going to be the only kid, you know, he ever has. And so he was like, I don't have to tell you anything. So there is a 13-year difference between me and him. I met him when I was 18. I got pregnant at 20, and I had my daughter at 21. So I was 18 when we met. He was already 32. 31, 32. Okay. So when I turned 23, him and I got married, and I think he was like 36 or 38 when we got married, and I was 23. So she talked all this, when I was pregnant, she talked all this noise about me. So of course he came back and told me what she said. I mean, typical dude, right? And I was in my early 20s, okay? And so his daughter at the time was playing baseball. So we went to a baseball game, you know, for the daughter, because she wanted both of us to come. Baby, her mama sat over there in the bleachers the whole game, talking noise, and I was 8 months pregnant. Talking noise, and he was like, man, blow her off, you know, calm down, you pregnant, chill, you know, he was trying to calm me down. And so, you know, I was good during the game, because it wasn't about me or her, it was about the kid. We was there to support her playing baseball. Baby, when we was walking back to my car, after the game, was walking back to my car, and I told him to drive because I didn't want to drive or something. No, okay, me getting close to the end of my pregnancy, he didn't want me driving. So he would drive me everywhere. He would drive me to work, all that. So I was walking back to the car, and she passed by him, and she said something to him and like hit him on his butt. I chilled. Because he had grabbed my arm, he was like, calm down, she doing that to get under your skin, whatever. But then when he was coming out the parking lot, he was driving my car, he was coming out the parking lot, and I had a 2-door Sunfire. That's when them Sunfires first came out, baby. And I had the sports kind of the Sunfire, 2-door sunroof. It was nice, honey, it was nice. And he was coming out the parking lot, and she was coming with her car, and she acted like she was going to hit my car, right? With her car. Baby, before I knew it, I had opened, and my car was still moving, the car I was in. Baby, I had opened that door and was out the car. You hear me? It wasn't no tuck and roll. It was like once I opened that door, I landed right on my feet. While he might have been going like 5 or 10 miles, maybe. He wasn't going that fast. But baby, I jumped out of that moving car, 8 months pregnant. Baby, and I was all on top of trying to run and get on the back of her car. And when she saw me jump out the car, she took off. Baby. And so then, of course, he stops the car, and he gets out, and he's fussing at me. You 8 months pregnant, you fall on your stomach, I'm going to kill you, you fall on your stomach, I'm going to kill you. 8 months pregnant, jumping out of a fucking movie, girl, he just went off on me, okay? But I wasn't even thinking about him. I wanted to get to her. That's how hot-headed I was. So, I don't know what made him tell my daughter that story. So, when she came back home from spending the weekend with him, she was like, she heard the story before, but I guess she has never heard in detail, like, what happened. So she was like, I can't believe you almost killed me when she got home. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, I know you have told me about jumping out of a moving car when you was pregnant, but you never told me, like, all details. No, I know you told me about you getting out of a car real fast while you were pregnant, but you never told me, like, details. Daddy told me details, and I was like, why do you and your daddy get together? You, your daddy, and your grandma, okay, his mama. Why y'all get together and talk about me on when you over there? She's like, I don't know, I can't remember how it came up. I was like, oh my God. You see, like, every time she go over there, she got something to say about one of them that said something about me. Like, can you please just go over there and spend time with your people and be quiet, asking questions and things? Who they go to? Police? Ooh. Is he gonna try to catch this motorcycle guy? Because he sure was going bad. Oh no. And girl, these motorcycle people, okay, in Texas, it's not required for them to wear a helmet. It's not required for them to wear a helmet on a motorcycle in Texas. But I don't see why they don't want to. They be swinging by on these bikes, baby, and cars be hitting them from the back, coming out of nowhere, and they be smashing into cars from the side, and no helmets. Like, you know you're gonna instantly die. If you don't die, you sure gonna have a horrible, head injury. And somebody contacted me the other day about becoming a part of their motorcycle group, women's group. But I don't know, I gotta think about it. Me and Honey, we were talking about getting a dang, what they call them things? What they call them? Dang, what they call them? Because we was looking at pictures of them the other day, and they're like between, depends on what you want, they start at like $8,000 and they can go up. But the one we were looking at was like $10,000, and it was a 2-seater. But it wasn't actually, it was on 3 wheels. It wasn't just 2 wheels, it was 3 wheels. It's 2 wheels in the front, 1 in the back. I'll insert a picture of what I'm talking about. But we were talking about getting one. And then somebody contacted me, asking me if I wanted to be a part of their motorcycle group. People are always trying to get me in their groups. But I don't know. I might think about it. I don't think I have mentioned it to her yet. I need to tell her about that. But because this group has a motorcycle group, and it also has a social club group. Just in case you don't have a bike. Like, having a bike is not required, because they have 2, different parts to their organization. I know how she found out about me because of another group that I'm in, that I'm so active in. I know how she found out about me, but I'm not going to be stretching myself thin with organizations. Hell, I'm already on the HOA board at my neighborhood. PTA, I'm on a PTA board now, and I have, full-time job, mother, wife, and I go to school online, so I can't be stretching myself too thin with activities and things like that. But I'll insert the picture of the bike that I'm talking about. I forgot what they call. Are they called spiders? I don't know, child. I'll insert the picture. But okay, I'm almost at work. I'm exiting right now. So I thank you guys for watching this video. You can comment, like, and subscribe, honey. Share me with your friends and family. And I will see you in the next video, whenever that might be. Alright? So y'all enjoy y'all weekend, because I probably won't see y'all again until next week. Bye, guys.